Hello, Spartan fans, and welcome into this latest edition of the Michigan State Spartans Insider Podcast. I'm your beat reporter for Michigan State Spartans on SI, Aidan Champion. Again, hope you all had a great weekend, were able to enjoy yourselves and have some fun. And hopefully you don't have too much of a struggle adjusting back into the swing of things with this new week. But with every new week, we get closer and closer to college football, and I'm sure a lot of people are getting antsy and eager for Michigan State football, um, because there are reasons to be excited about this season. I understand if you aren't feeling too hopeful about it, very understandable, because I keep saying we don't really know what we're getting with this team, and doesn't look drastically different from last year. But I do believe that they'll take a step in the right direction. I think it'll be a small step. I think you make a bowl game. From there, though, I don't know. I don't know if you exceed, I'm setting the ceiling at 7 wins. But I want to look at Michigan State's schedule. We've talked about it before, and the Spartans have somewhat of an easier schedule than last year. Don't have to play Ohio State. Don't have to play Oregon. You do have to play Penn State this year, and that's going to be your toughest game of the season. Unfortunately for the Spartans, comes later in the year. But then you've also got some tough games against some teams that are rising in the conference that are expected to take a leap. And so what I want to look at is the two bye weeks. And I think Michigan State really lucked out with their bye weeks. I think that's one of the biggest things that they can be optimistic about with their schedule. I think they're very convenient, come at very convenient times. The first one comes off their first Big Ten game, which is against USC on the road. That's week 4. Now remember, you start the season with 3 straight home games, super beneficial. Um, I think this team will be, definitely should be, 3-0 to start the year. But then things may get a little testy when you have to go out west, go to the Coliseum, face a USC team that's on the come up. Um, Lincoln Riley, they've been on a downslope in recent years, but the pressure is on for him to answer uh, with a season that indicates they're headed in the right direction. And I think he will. I think they will be better this season. So that's a very tough matchup that you're going to have to start off Big Ten play, not only against a good team, but again, a long road trip um, in a tough environment. That's a game, where if you lose it, could throw you off a bit. Lose your steam, lose some momentum after starting 3-0. It's your first road game, first Big Ten game. Could definitely rattle you a little bit. But then you have the bye week, the first bye week. And that's where I think this is super beneficial, not only because it helps you um, readjust early on in the season, not only that, but then you got Nebraska, another road game. So you're not, it's not back to back weekends. Um, you've got a break in between. You can recollect, um, and then, like I said, you're right back out on the road. And Nebraska, they're expected to also be a team that takes a leap this season. Um, I know a lot of people are high on them, seeing them as kind of a sneaky team in this conference. So right there, you're at risk of coming back to East Lansing 3-2. Say you lose to USC and Nebraska. Both going to be very tough games, most likely. Um, both in t tough environments, but that bye, um, that helps you a lot. And best case scenario, I think you come out of um, that stretch there splitting. Um, and I think, say you beat USC, you're 4-0, still gives you time, to either way, it gives you time to get ready for a tough Nebraska team. Um, so no matter if you win or lose against USC, I think either way that it's very beneficial to have where it is. So then you come home, you play UCLA homecoming. I feel like even though UCLA might have gotten a little better, you I just don't see Michigan State losing that game when it's homecoming and you've got two pretty even teams. Uh, I just I don't at all see Michigan State losing that game. So um, the bye week should help you capitalize on that little stretch there when you've got USC and Nebraska. The second bye week comes, I talked about Penn State, comes right before Penn State. After Minnesota, I think you should beat Minnesota. So just to get an idea of where in the season that's at. After UCLA homecoming, you've got Indiana, uh, tough matchup. Michigan, tough matchup. Minnesota, even though it's on the road, I think Michigan State should win that one. Um, but so assuming you beat Minnesota, you've got another break before your toughest game of the year, Penn State. Um, Fortunately for Michigan State, that is at home, but I don't really see any scenario where Michigan State wins this game. I mean, I just don't see it, but for the sake of the conversation, it does. I mean, it helps give you a shot to have the bye week where it is. Um, at the same time, it may hurt you a little bit in case you're riding some momentum off the win over Minnesota, but either way, really good to have an extra week to prepare for Penn State, get healthy. It's later in the season. Um, Readjust, get healthy, get your mind right. Because you're going to need all the prep you can get for that Penn State team. And then after that, you've only got two more games, Iowa and Maryland. So again, two very convenient spots in the season for those bye games. Um, Definitely think those will be beneficial for Michigan State. Um, I apologize if the screen is lagging a bit on your end. My computer's low on battery, so uh, that's fine. I'm wrapping up anyways. Let me know what you guys think about the bye week, both bye weeks, and if you think those are convenient placements for Michigan State. As always, thank you everybody for tuning in. Very much appreciate your engagement. And again, I hope you all had a great holiday weekend. I'll talk to you next time. Thanks.